all about it. That was real good. That was money, first of all.
Let's do another one.
Okay.
Good morning, Vietnam!
That's right. And I think I even got my mic off of mute. What is going on today? Oh my word, it's so crazy. Oh wow. Anyways, guys, crazy week. We'll talk about it here real quick. It's good to see everybody in the chat. I know Elihu's there, Austinator's there, Dandelion Fluff's there, Gaiskar's here. 3 of them are in the back room already, so we're gonna try to get through this really quick. Only video uploaded this week was the rant number 2, where my other half, the ego, yeah, he took over. Somebody left the door unlocked again, and he got out. And what can I say? But we talked about some interesting stuff over there. He talked about Cobra Kai being claimed as too white. And I mean, if you read in the article, it's not completely about that, but I think that they're missing the point of something that's established. You know, you can have your own theory about that. That's fine. I don't understand why we have to point out things that it's a popular series, and I'm sure they're going to get around to even making a better stride to try to diversify it even more than it already is. Hayden Christensen, his Anakin Skywalker character, toxic masculinity is what made him fall to the dark side. Again, an opinion piece. The piece doesn't necessarily understand the fact that it's a bad journey to pick, because the lengths that George Lucas went through to not make it something like that. He went through the lengths to make it understandable and relatable to everybody out there. And this is supposed to be a character you sympathize with. I don't think toxic masculinity is really something you should sympathize with. So again, putting the two things together kind of, I think, is not the proper way to do it. An opinion piece, people are allowed to do that. Last thing was Gina Carano. I mean, she's been relatively, I don't know, she's never really going out of her way to say, you know, I believe in this, I believe in that. She's just kind of throwing things out there. And I think we mentioned that I don't think that people should look to people in Hollywood, actors, actresses, directors, for your political beliefs. If you believe in one thing, believe in it, because don't let somebody else coax you into believing something. You need to have your firm understanding of why you believe in what you believe, not because somebody on TV or somebody in a political office or somebody, your neighbor, tells you to believe in it. You need to have your own beliefs. And I think she does. I think people don't like the way she handles it, which, like I said, is an opinion. It's her opinion. And I think she's a very strong-willed lady. And I think that's something that takes a lot to get used to for some people. Other things we did, the Khaos list on Tuesday, Rule of 3 on Wednesday. We did not do the weekly Rumble Tournament of Champions. We didn't start this week. We're going to start that next week. We're going to have the first 4 on. The second 4 will be the week after that. And then we will do a championship for the weekly Rumble, which is going to be now on the 4th. So the week before the Super Bowl. So stay tuned for that, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be good. Also, I want to make reference to this week's featured creator of the week. And let me get to his site really quick. Here we go. We're going to share this really, really quick. It is Honstar. So this past week, it was Honstar on YouTube. He does a weekly Sunday stream every other week. It is Jackbox Games, and the other weeks it is Name That Tune. If you'd like to be on Name That Tune, you can message me on Twitter at ChrisKnight5150, email me, all that stuff. You know how to get a hold of it. and I will talk to Han and we'll get you on. We're always looking for new people. It's much like the Weekly Rumble. We like to have a good influx of people coming in and out. Also, the week before that, I didn't get a lot of chances to talk about it, but we will go to his site, and I want to make sure that I give him a shout out. We're going to go to Biggaford Entertainment here. Tonight on Biggaford Entertainment, we're going to do the WandaVision Roundtable. He's taking this roundtable. We've discussed how we're going to do these new shows, and it really helps me out that I don't have to do it on Sundays because Sundays are really busy for me. But I want you to check out Biggaford Entertainment. He's at 259 subs. He deserves your subs. He's doing a great job with what he does, and I really do appreciate that. All right. With that said, let us stop sharing and let's bring in the people we have in the back room. Hello, people in the back room.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Ah, yes. Elihu.
How
How's
you
your
doing,
internet?
Eli?
My internet is not wonky, so that's why I'm on camera.
Excellent.
You still
How
haven't
you
cleaned
doing?
up, I
haven't
see.
seen you much lately.
No, I've been
Yeah,
lazy. I've been lazy, man. Sorry. But I did want to.
Big exercise equipment in the background there now.
It's been there for a while.
Just kidding.
But Chris, I did want to echo in on what you said about celebrities giving political advice and opinions. Because on Wednesday, you may have voted for Joe Biden, or you may not have voted for Joe Biden, but you may love Tom Hanks. He's going to be giving the opening speech to the inauguration. So basically, like, yeah, you may love Tom Hanks, but you don't like Biden. Ignore what he has to say then. Just concentrate on the movie. It's acting. They're acting. They're singing.
Well, yeah. I mean, these people believe what they believe, but I think that.
Quick comment on
I know.
Yeah,
Wasn't
go ahead.
he like making anti-mask comments?
Was it what? Who?
Wasn't that what she was doing? Like,
Well, she had made comments that people should be, I think, and I'll look it up for sure. And this is out of context. I am not quoting her point by point. She said something to the extent of that people should be adult enough to make that decision on their own.
but this is not an opinion thingy. We've been told by health professionals, 99 out of 100, not the one crazy health professional that said, oh no, masks aren't helpful. There's a consensus in the scientific community that wearing a mask, washing your hands regularly, and social distancing helps with this. These same people who don't want to have lockdowns are refusing to wear masks. And so they inevitably force lockdowns because the health system gets overwhelmed. So even if you want to believe not wearing masks is good, for whatever crazy reason, because honestly, the people who are like, oh, you're breathing your own carbon dioxide, that is a load of bullshit. If that was an issue, then there'd be surgeons and nurses dead all over the world.
Exactly.
All people in Asia would be dead because they frequently wear masks during flu season. It's just ridiculous. I've worn a scarf when it's cold out in like minus 30 degrees in Canada for several hours. I was fine. I think it's really unhelpful when these people start making it an opinion thing, when it isn't something that we need to have an opinion about. It's just, this is what we've been told is helpful.
I think I read on Twitter a Gallup poll that disinformation on social media has decreased by 10% in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, excellent. Well, that's a good start.
Well, going to the mask comment, right? We've been so long into this pandemic already that it takes us less time to train a toddler to potty train than to have people wear a damn mask.
Right? It's like, it's not the end of the world. Just wear the mask when you have to go in public. Because if you just do that, we will get past this a lot faster.
Well,
I just think it's all well and good. I think that celebrities should have their opinions. They can have political views or social views that they want, and they can express them. But I just think it's very unhelpful when they're going against the medical consensus. I
don't think she was going against it. I think she was saying that, okay, there's a part of me that doesn't like government overreach. And I understand. I don't like that I don't like the fact that my city, my mayor made the masks mandatory, but my governor didn't. Now, yes, I understand the governor left it up to the counties, left it up to the cities. So fine, that's great. And I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to do it. But I think what she's trying to say is that if they're not going to do it, they're not going to do it. And you mandating it isn't going to change anything. I mean, there's no teeth, and I don't mean anything against a mask mandate, but there's no teeth behind it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it is just shaming, right? Like,
what exactly is it doing?
Not wearing a mask, then you're not being like a rebel. You're being an asshole. Is basically what it comes down to in my mind.
Hold on here. I'm doing numbers really quick here while and go ahead if you guys want to continue talking about this for a few minutes. I'm doing numbers on this.
You mean like what happened to
whatever you want to talk about? I just wanted to make like a little bit of a comment on the whole mask thing, because I just think it's really unhelpful when people keep like saying, well, it should be your choice. It's like, what?
I can understand that.
Not wear it. If you don't want to wear it, you don't go in the store. That's what it comes down to.
Kind of like Bruce Willis.
Grown adults throwing fucking hissy fit tantrums on the floor is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, the Walmarts. Oh my god, I've seen those videos.
Grow up. Put on a mask for 5 minutes when you're in the store, and it's just beyond.
Just the business comment, right? It says people are adults; they can make their own decisions.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not.
The thing is that adults are not being adults about it. It's people are taking doctor orders for the safety of the population, not just that one person, the population, the greater whole.
Yeah.
The thing is that people get so caught up in their rights that by doing so, they're taking away their rights. But it's not a question about taking rights. It's a question about the greater good, right?
Right.
What was that like Spock said in Star Trek? The ways
the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many.
Exactly. The needs of the many outweigh
it's the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one or the few.
Yeah.
And then Kirk, when he tries to save him,
exactly.
he switches it around.
Right? Like for me, it's not that I'm particularly worried about catching and getting sick myself, but I'm worried about who I'm going to spread it to if I don't get symptoms or whatever, right? You know, of course I'm going to wear a mask, not just for me. I'm doing it for everybody else as well. And I think it's just very selfish and unnecessary, because the whole thing with people coming out with this, like, oh, you can't wear a mask because it's not good for you. It's an excuse to not wear a mask is basically what it is.
The people that are wearing it is actually protecting those out there, right?
Right. You're protecting other people. Yeah.
More than you're protecting yourself.
Exactly.
I wear a mask when I go out to the store.
Yeah, I actually like it. I don't have to smell it at people.
You're muted.
Chris has muted himself again.
Oh. Yeah, the only thing you got to smell is your own bad breath. Yeah, if your mask stinks, it's not your mask, it's your breath.
Is Chris talking on the phone to someone else? He must be talking to someone else.
All right, sorry. Okay.
I thought you were muted.
All right, sorry. Yeah, I was talking to my kid. He's leaving, so I'm sorry. And I was... Anyways.
What you got to do, man.
All right. Also, though, Gaiskar, you need to check your mic setting on your StreamYards, because you're really it doesn't sound like you're using the right mic.
Yeah.
Maybe even the same for you, Elihu, because it sounds like you're far away from your mic.
Oh, sorry. Hang on a second.
How does that sound better?
Yes, much better.
Yeah,
Thank you.
about that.
Okay, so I ran some numbers. There are 35,510,000 people in California. Currently, they have 2,980,000 cases. Now, and these aren't brand new numbers, but this is whatever. California has only had a brief reprieve from a lockdown-esque type mentality.
Yes.
They had a very short reprieve from that. They currently have a 13.25, so let's just go easy here, 13.3% infection rate, people who have it in the state. In Florida, there are 21,480,000
I have heard that
people.
Florida has been a bit sketchy with their numbers.
A lot of
here's the
states
thing.
have been.
Here's the thing. They have about the same infection rate, 13.8%.
But what that could just show you is that people in California didn't actually follow the mandate.
That's my point, though. That's my point. You have a place where there's no mandate in place.
Where we know that they followed the mandate, like what are their infections rates? Like ours are really
No, but listen.
And people are good about wearing masks here.
I'll bring out my favorite term of always. You cannot force morality. You cannot.
Sounds like LDG's waiting in the back there.
Damn it! I said about 3 minutes. You know, use that bit. Waited bit.
There he is. Sorry, I didn't hear a pop. Yeah. But here's
I was holding my breath so long, I'm blue.
Really?
Right. What did you really want to talk about?
Now you're talking about Florida.
Bump.
Alrighty. So that was like the quickest one.
Bump. No.
Wow.
You're still blue.
I feel like that French king that got killed by the guillotine who invented it. All right.
All right.
And I think his name was Louis too. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
All right. So what were you going to say there, Louis?
Well, it might be nice to hear from somebody who actually lives in Florida about the issue about Florida. Because we had somebody on Twitter saying that, look at Florida, and then they have no spikes in COVID. I'm like, you're effing nuts. We're like right
well,
next
they do.
That tweet got flagged, by the way.
All right.
That tweet got flagged.
Wait.
Mine?
Okay. No.
His.
Let him finish.
I saw that tweet. I know, it's part of this.
Elihu.
It's part of this. It's part of this, isn't it?
All right. All I'm saying is so if I say let him finish, please let him finish. And then you can say what you got to say. Please. Thank you. All right. Finish, Louis. Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
All right. So yeah, no, and then that's interesting. Yeah. So Florida, yeah, it's bad. Like it's Walking Dead out there. Okay. You do not want to be caught outside. The problem is that Florida is the central hub for the rest of the world because thanks for Disney and Universal being open, everybody is still flying left and right over here. The problem with the numbers is the fact that a lot of people getting infected are flying back to where they live.
That's true.
So they're going to the doctors locally because they get sick during their vacation. They get marked as having COVID, and then they don't live here. So they're not here anymore. They're back at their house or wherever they go.
That's true. It's a good point.
But I went to the doctors, and it was only there like the first 2 hours of them being open. And I overheard one of them saying, we already have like 60 something cases this morning, and they've only been open for 2 hours. And I was like, holy crap. So it is bad over here. And with everything being open, you go outside today and it's like, you don't even know that there's a pandemic going on. Traffic jams, everyone's doing whatever they're doing. And then, like I said, we're the central tourist hub because of being, here in Orlando is like the central hub of everyone coming everywhere. So it's dangerous. It's bad. And as far as whatever numbers are skewed, it is bad.
I just wonder, my point is that I'm not saying that wearing a mask doesn't work. I'm not saying that. I'm just wondering, you have two schools of thought. Let us choose or mandate it. Well, Florida has done the let them choose, and their numbers are high. California, New York have done literal sheer lockdown, mask everywhere, outside, inside, park, social distancing. I mean, so much so they're handing out tickets left and right from what I've heard. And yet their numbers are sky high. It's like, and I'm not saying that masks don't work. This to me is a thing of if somebody's not going to wear it, they're just not going to wear it.
The thing with the numbers being sky high is that now they're including any flu type symptoms as COVID-19. Like right here in Quebec, like they're saying the freaking government actually came out. Oh, there's no flu. Of course there's flu. Yeah. It's just they're just marking it
Although
down.
I
as
do
COVID.
know where I work that they said people leaving or not coming into work because they're sick has actually dropped. I think they said 40% because we're all required to wear masks at work, so people aren't spreading. I mean, right there you go. It does prove that it does work. But that's why what I do, I go to work, I come home. I might go to the store, but if I go to the store, it's right across the street. I'll just have them get my groceries for me, put it in a bag. I'll go pick it up in my car. They'll put it in the bag.
Right.
Does it suck? Do I not get to do anything? Yeah, it sucks. I don't like that, but I can't afford to get it.
Hey guys, as of 8 o'clock tonight, I'm not allowed outside.
Oh, that's right. Curfew,
yeah.
Yeah, we're under curfew. Well, I am because of essential services if I have to go to work, but the sheet that we have says our work address and this is our home address.
Yep.
If the cops catch you outside during the curfew, outside of that travel distance or area, $1,500.
Unless you have a dog on a leash.
Yes, unless you have a
Not
dog on a
a-
leash, you're allowed to take the dog out for a walk. Yes.
Oh,
Somebody did get a fine because they took their boyfriend out for a walk
Yes.
on a leash. That not work, not acceptable.
Damn, what's about doing that?
These Quebecers, man, I'm telling you.
I was thinking remember back in the 80s, and you used to get those it was like a stiff leash with like a collar, and so it looked like you were walking an invisible dog.
Yeah, I remember those.
A big
those will come back. Yeah, somebody's walking. Hey, I'm walking my dog here. Hey, I'm walking my dog here. Come on. All right. What I wanted to talk about, LDG brought up the lovely Disney Universal thing. Let's talk roller coasters. We're coming up in spring, summer's right around the corner. Hopefully we'll get back to maybe being able to go to some of these things without fear of horrible, retribution or something. First off, let's go off of what's your favorite type of roller coaster? Like, and I really define like the ones that start and like do 2 loops, go, stop, and come back and do the same thing again. That's not a roller coaster. I call that a thrill ride. Completely different. I mean, a full circuit roller coaster. What do you like? Do you like just a wooden roller coaster? Do you like just steel roller coasters? Lots of loops, lots of inversions. What do you like? Or do you like roller coasters?
You still have that in Montreal?
Yeah,
Do
the
what?
Monster. Yeah, the Monster Monster was one of the largest wooden constructed roller coasters all North America at one point for Expo 67. It's still there. But my biggest roller coaster that I can remember that I loved a lot was in Busch Gardens. It was called the Manitou, I think.
Montu.
Montu, yeah, that's
Montu
the
was
one.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, that was the
Kumba
one.
and Montu.
Yeah, that was the one. I went on that thing 3 or 4 times when I was there. I loved it so much. Yeah.
That was the inverted one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was an inverted roller coaster. I remember when it was brand new. That was an awesome roller coaster because you literally felt like, and the computer would measure the dangling feet, the feet dangling because it's an inverted roller coaster, so you're hanging. And right before you lift off, you'd feel the roller coaster like adjust up and down, and it would measure your feet, and it would bring you that close to the pillars when you were going through you feel like your feet would be knocked off, like in Space Mountain, how you can't raise your hands or lose them. It was the opposite. Where when you be in the roller coaster, you feel like your feet is going to hit the pillar, and it would actually mathematically change it depending on if you had some big tall guy that had long feet hanging down. It would adjust for that and give you that sensation you're about to lose your legs.
Yeah.
I've never been on a roller coaster.
What?
I don't like roller coasters. Just the thought of it just makes me want to hurl. No.
Oh wow!
I've occasionally done those virtual roller coasters where you're like, you have the computer screen. It looks like you're on a roller coaster. Yeah, no, I don't do roller coasters. I don't do any of those things.
There's this one.
I would rather jump out of an airplane than take a roller coaster ride.
Seriously?
I've done both, and roller coaster any day. I am attached to something that's attached to ground.
Nope. Going down a hill like that and looping. No, it makes me crazy.
What do you think dropping from a plane feels like?
I don't like the harnesses.
I'm trying to understand the logic on that one.
What if the roller coaster?
It's the same thing.
What if the roller coaster doesn't do it loose?
I can't handle all the harnessy stuff. No, I just don't. It's not for me.
What if it doesn't do all the loose, but just basically spins you around the track as you're going?
Nope. No, I don't want to do it. I just have no interest in roller coasters.
That's the Batwing at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really go to amusement parks. I liked going to the one in Toronto because they had really good funnel cakes. That's about it.
The funnel cakes, yes.
I love the funnel cakes. Those are awesome.
They are good. They are good.
With the strawberries and the whipped cream.
Yeah. Wonderland. Yeah.
Love those. Yeah, Canada's Wonderland. That's what it was. Yum, like that.
All right.
Rides on the logs, the log rides. Those are pretty fun.
So you know, like the water rides, the raft rides, the train, and things like that.
No, the train is lame. I'm gonna do the train.
The tunnel of love. That's mine.
Person. I'd rather do actual white water rafting or jump out of a plane. I'd rather do actual things. I don't like doing like fake things. Like not fake things, but like constructed things like that. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. I'm weird. Whatever. Who was next? Austinator, what do you like?
So actually, this kind of leads into a funny story about going to a roller coaster.
All right, wait, time out. Mute Austinator real quick, please. No. Elihu, mute. It's Elihu. You're very, very airy.
Okay, let me change my mic.
You got a vacuum cleaner going?
Yeah. Well, mute while you're doing that so Austinator can tell his story. Thank you. Austinator, go ahead.
So in 8th grade, for our end of the year field trip, we went to Six Flags. And, there's a time limit. There's a couple hours, and then you grab lunch, and then, then another couple hours, and then you go home. Well, we spent the majority of, me and a group of friends, while we were there, spent the bulk of the first couple hours standing in line to go on the Superman. Now, it's a roller coaster, but it's like VR. You put on the VR headset, and it's like you're seeing Superman doing, he's fighting Lex Luthor and, all these destructive things, like he's like throwing you around, and it was pretty scary, not gonna lie. I think I would have been able to do the roller coaster just fine, but the fact that it felt like I was being thrown out of the air by Lex Luthor only for Superman to catch me was I had to close my eyes through the entire thing because I was like, oh my god, if I just drop and Superman drops me, I'm dead. But I probably prefer, this one's hard because I've been on a fair share of roller coasters. I don't think, to me, it really doesn't matter if it's wooden or steel, but I do like the ones that do have, some of the loops. Although loops are kind of scary though, because because I'm an overthinker. Sometimes I overthink things, and it's what if the thing's not hooked in properly and it goes into a loop and I just fall out.
Yeah,
but that's why I like those, because it's thrilling, because I want to know okay, is this ever gonna happen? More than likely not. But you know what? It's always fun to be scared.
Mm-hmm. All right, Elihu. Much better. I don't hear you at all. No, I'm sorry. I'm
sorry. My dream came true.
Well, nice.
No, I can't. We can't hear you. Red rum.
You hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
All right, go ahead.
I like the metal fast ones. Like I said, the Batwing at Six Flags that goes spins you around and around. but I really wanted to ride that one that Austinator was on. It kind of Space Mountain when I was a kid. You had the light
the Superman?
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Space Mountain as a kid when you had the light show in the dark, and the little light show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Are you near Six Flags?
Yes, I am.
Magic Mountain's the one that's near LA. What's the one near you?
Which one is it called? Where is it? Right now. Six Flags Bay Area. Discovery Kingdom, Vallejo.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we have Six Flags over it's either Mid-America or something like that. I don't know. It's in St. Louis, which I don't know why they got it because, well, we're a bigger city, but whatever. But no, St. Louis has got that. There's a Six Flags almost all over the place. The one in Texas.
Ooh, the Highly Grand. King Kong, when you're upside down, you're dangling.
He's like, I want to go again. All right. So the steel roller coasters, fast ones. Okay, cool.
I hate the wooden ones because, well, if I'm standing on the cable cars here in San Francisco, yeah, they vibrate and it causes pain in my feet and all throughout my legs, and I cannot stand those no matter. Ooh. Yeah. I hated riding the St. Charles streetcar in New Orleans. I hated that.
All right.
Give me good old-fashioned new metal ones.
Louis.
Yo. Best roller coaster?
What we're not going there yet. We're just talking about what type of roller coaster do you prefer? You like the wooden? You like the fast steel roller coasters? You like no loops, no inversions, loops, inversions, hanging? Just what type of roller coaster do you enjoy?
Thompson Tank Engine.
I mean, I like all types of roller coasters, but my favorite would most likely be. I do enjoy the ones that have the magnetic drives. I always hate the one. Well, I don't hate, but I just like it where it just starts off going 90 miles per hour. Yeah, you don't have to go to. Don't get me wrong, it scares the living hell out of people when you're doing that, and.
Because when you get to the top,
it's just out of you. Yeah,
you don't hear it, and you're like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah, but you can still have that though. Even if you had magnetic drive, instead of going chick chick chick, you're just going up there at 90 miles per hour. That's fine, and then you still have the experience of going slow again, and then looking down and. But yeah, magnetic drive. I do like the inverted coasters better than the ones that you sit on top of the rails when you're hanging bottom from the rails, like what I was saying.
You're hanging like Superman.
Yeah, inverted coasters, loops, absolutely, spins. I just don't like the ones that over exaggerate. The ones what I thought were boring ones, the ones that over exaggerated the helix. I am more of a loop de loop and what do you call that? Corkscrewing loop de loops and straight down falls. But yeah, I would say those are my best right there.
Thank you. I was trying to remember the term for the batwing, the corkscrew. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah. Now they do have one where you go forward and then you go through the whole track backwards.
Yeah.
That's always cool too.
Yeah.
You do that on Halloween.
And and I don't like them when they have them extra long, because when you got them extra long, you have that you're waiting for the catch up to the front and the front to catch up to the back, so you get that little, you know what I mean, that little sluggishness over hills and stuff. So I only like it like maybe 4 or 5 carts long, not no long super train. You know what I mean? So by the time the back gets over the hill, the front's already halfway down the damn thing.
Yeah, you want everybody.
You know what I mean? So only like maybe 4 trains, just a short segment. That way you're just zooming right through the whole damn thing.
Just talking about this is making me nauseous.
I mean, it's just going left and right and up and down.
Back and forth.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
throw up. I'm just saying, it's like that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with spinning up and left and whoa, okay, I'm getting dizzy. There we go.
You make everyone dizzy, man.
Right, Positive's turn.
Yes, Positive. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I'll go on any roller coaster out there. I don't care how many turns, loops, whatever it has. I'll go on it. Doesn't matter. But yeah, the more that it has, and the more fancy stuff that they throw on there, yeah, I'm down with that. But I kind of compare it almost to if you ever ridden on a or I shouldn't say ridden, but if you ever go to like a water park and the slide that goes straight down.
Ooh, I like those.
And you get a wedgie from that one. Yeah, you get a major wedgie from that one.
I always get in trouble at water parks.
Yeah.
Wedgie is lucky. You usually get an enema.
Yeah, that's the closest water slide ride that you can get to a roller coaster, the one where you basically go straight down and you come off of that. When you go down that thing, you come off of the slide basically just for whatever. Mm-hmm. But then, yeah, you get a freaking major wedgie from it. But that's the only bad thing about it. But
that's why you wear no underwear.
Well, yeah.
I never had a wedgie with water parks.
Unless you shit your pants, yeah.
But yeah, I like the floorless roller coasters. The where your feet dangle and all that kind of stuff.
Inverted or you're right.
Yeah, inverted, whatever you call it. Yeah, and the more corkscrews and loops and whatever that they throw in there, the better.
Mm-hmm.
If they lit a rain on fire and stuff like that, that'd be even cooler. But of course, they're not going to do that. But
Awesome. For me, it's the same thing. It's any roller coaster. My aunt or my great aunt and uncle would come here to Kansas City, and I'll give you a quick background. We have a place called Worlds of Fun here in Kansas City. My father worked there in the 72-73 on building the park. He was a carpenter. They had a couple ships from around the world in 80 days that he helped reconstruct. They had the ship from Showboat there that he helped reconstruct. It was based off of Around the World in 80 Days is what the theme of the park is. And he worked there, and one of the gifts he got was free entry. And so when my mom and dad got married, they went there for their honeymoon. So we always went there.
Romantic.
Well, my dad was a workaholic. My mom, they were young and whatever. But so Worlds of Fun, we would go constantly. I still have like 6 or 7 of my like junior passports to the place because I went my whole life. So my mom and dad would take me to the kid area, and then at night, my great aunt and uncle would take me back to their home, and my mom and dad would get to go and ride the roller coaster stuff. But they all loved roller coasters. All of them did. My mom's scared to death of heights, and she has motion sickness, but she loves roller coasters. So maybe I should get you to talk to her there, Allie. That maybe that'll squelch your fear of roller coasters.
I don't have a fear. I have like a queasiness of them. I'm not scared of them. I just have no desire to go on one. I like
what about
I've been on all sorts of roller coasters, inverted, wooden. I've been on one, can't remember where it was, but it was a wooden roller coaster that actually had a loop in it. Craziness. But so there's lots of cool roller coasters out there. I've been on a bunch of them that are no longer even around because the whole park shut down. I've been on some interesting ones in little places that just out of nowhere, there's a little amusement park there. So it's interesting. One of the favorites I had, and I'm just going to show this video here really quick. Let me share my audio and share my screen. This one, okay, so the cool thing about Worlds of Fun is everything that was built there could only be used at this amusement park. It was designed for the hills, and everything was it. Every roller coaster there was designed right for there. The one or two they've sold, they've had to do extensive like retrofits to make it fit where they put it. So this one right here, they still own it, but they tore it down, and they still have all the parts for it. But this is called the Orient Express, and this was the premier ride there till, well, this is in 95, so probably between 95 and 2000.
Oh, hell yeah.
Two people died on this ride.
Never mind.
Yes, there's a roller coaster in the West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton. I think,
That
one at one point. Two people got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that class.
All right. Let's see here. I think this one actually. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Back in the days with the handheld huge camera, I try to think when I watch this, how the hell did this guy keep this?
Back then, right? With the camcorder.
Yeah, the old camcorders, the heavy ones.
Yeah, this is before a palm quarter or something.
Oh, over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like back when you would hold it like this, and it's right here, and you had the big eye thing. Could you imagine putting your eye in there? Oh! All right. So this
in front of him and just
this first part where it just dropped you down. Oh, it's crazy. I miss this roller coaster so damn much.
There's a drop. I heard oh shit.
But you'll see how it's built into the landscape.
How the hell did he hold that steady? Oh my god!
I don't know.
Not that.
He probably wrote it enough that he knew.
Chris, was this your video?
No. In '95, I was graduating. I wouldn't have taken a video.
That is some great steady cam.
I like that it keeps going in black and white.
That camcorder is not meant to do this.
Oh no, honestly.
There was like four inversions. It was one of the first with 4 inversions, loops or inversions. But yeah, it goes. All right. The other one I was going to show you that was there. This one's actually in. It's in Columbia now. So if you love this ride and you were here in Kansas City, you can go down to Columbia and still ride it. It's the Zambezi Zinger, which is funny because I'll tell you this. From what I've heard from people who have gone down there, when this ride before '95, when this was taken, the first 10 some odd years of this ride, the way they strapped you into the car was a rope. A rope in between 2 pieces of rubber to hold it taut.
Wow.
They're still doing that last I knew down in Columbia.
That's like super ghetto, man.
What?
Okay, I'm looking at the cars and rope. I'll pass.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see this, they had the side things that came, I think they come down or move or something like that. But it didn't used to be like that.
Wow.
And it was different. Originally, it was different cars too. So I'm muting it because I forgot this is when Worlds of Fun had an exclusive contract with some country record labels, and
Yeah.
they would play country music.
Which one's the stand-up roller coaster?
We used to have one called the XLT, I think, and it got taken out. And We had for several years we had the best wooden roller coaster around. All right, let's see here. Does it show the? Yeah, it's just going to show. So this it ramps you all the way up like that. This is a fun little quick ride. But there's still the tunnel that this would go through. The tunnel's still there because, like I said, it was all built to the landscape of the area. So, and this is an easy roller coaster. If you weren't a big roller coaster person, this is one that was really easy.
Going down the hill, but I don't
well, the real easy ones
See, and then they come right here. Right there, they go.
the real easy ones are mainly at Disney World and stuff like that, unless you go on Space Mountain or whatever.
So this is all like a dinosaur walking trail now. All this stuff. Right there's the tunnel. That's still there. But one of my favorite rides was called I want to say it was the Outlaw, and it was at Opryland USA, which is no longer there. But it was the first inverted roller coaster I ever rode on, and it was really cool. So, favorite roller coasters, Gaiskar, go.
I would have to say it was the Manitou. That's the one in Busch Gardens that I spoke about earlier. The inverted one with your feet dangling. All-time other classic would be the Monster in around Six Flags here in Montreal, which was the wooden one. That one just freaks you out because it's so damn old, and when it pulls down the corner, it has those drops on an angle. You can actually see the wood like give in, right? Like, if you're looking at it, people coming down, you see the wood giving in. The other one would be the Boomerang, which is also in the Six Flags of Montreal, which basically it brings you up all the way to one end, then releases you in one shot. You come down and you do like a corkscrew, then into a loop, and then it brings you back up to the other end, and then you do the same thing going backwards.
Where is this again?
Six Flags in Montreal.
Oh, damn. Canada. I need a passport.
Yeah.
But I can't travel to Canada yet. Never mind.
Those would be my three. And there was another one I did recently, about 3 years ago in Wonderland. I don't remember the name, but I went on that thing and I was sick, and that was a sign to me that I'm getting fucking old.
Just stick with the funnel cake.
Yeah, so yeah, that one I don't recall the name of it, but yeah, it was something. It was
the one that goes around the mountain at Canada's Wonderland?
No, not that one. It was a different metal one.
The hanging one? They have a hanging one there as well.
No, it was you're in it. You're sitting down in a cart. But it was.
They have a lot of roller coasters there.
Yeah, and that's it for me.
We're gonna skip me because.
Who's next?
Austinator?
Austinator.
Because Dandelion Fluff.
I'll just stick with climbing actual mountains thing.
Austinator, you're there, Austinator.
I don't think he's there.
No, I'm here.
Oh.
So that was the question, what's favorite roller coaster?
Yeah, your favorite roller coaster.
I would say the Superman, just because of how cool and scary it was. I mean, how else can you really say it? I got thrown by Lex Luthor, and then Superman caught me, and then I saw an awesome fight while I was falling. So, hey, I thought it was pretty cool and inventive for what it is.
Sure. No, the Superman's really fun. I think it was the Batman. I liked that one. I mean, Universal and Six Flags have some really good ones. Cedar Park. I mean, oh shoot. Oh, where is it? I think it's Wisconsin. I think it's Cedar Fair, Wisconsin. Dude, they've got like roller coasters on top of roller coasters. They shove them in every little thing. Sandusky, that's it. Sandusky, Ohio. That's where it's at. In fact, I think in Family Matters, the roller coaster in the beginning of that, I think that's from Sandusky. But okay, cool. Elihu, favorite roller coaster?
That would have to be my very first thrill roller coaster, Space Mountain, Disneyland. The loops, the light show. Oh my gosh, the rattling, the shaking. Hell yeah!
For sure.
All right. So far, I mean, there's been some great ones, but nothing's beat Space Mountain, original Space Mountain before they changed it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Louis.
Would have to be. Am I metered? No.
Well, wait a minute. LDG. Just, I'm sorry that I've put you in a box, but
yeah.
LDG vision.
Get me out of here! Hello,
dude. You need to get that noise of glass.
Yeah, you're right. Tell me about it.
Well,
I gotta work something, right?
Nobody wants to be in the corner. At least you're just in a box.
So that's roller coaster. Space Mountain was good. I didn't like the fact that one thing that really pisses me off is people die on these damn things, and someone got their head chopped off on Space Mountain. Of course, they were being stupid and they were trying to jump from one cart to another, but still, this shouldn't have happened. I didn't like the part where you couldn't raise your hands, and they didn't really tell you that. You had to kind of like hear that from word of mouth, and the fact that it was scary as hell to see those bars flinging across your head so damn close. But all in all, it was a decent roller coaster. It felt like it was like one of those roller coasters that you rode because you thought it was going to fall apart while you're on it every single time. Montu was really good over at Tampa. Busch Gardens, did love that one. I guess those would be my two best roller coasters. We had one up in New Hampshire over at Kennedy Lake Park called the Corkscrew. And all it was just you basically, and it was cool too because the line to the roller coaster was the lift. That was the lift. There was no lift to go up because you walked up. Like, you ever play Ghostbusters for Nintendo and that final board where you had to go up the stairs? That was the line for this thing. And by the time you got up to the roller coaster, you were already up. And it would just come down, swing around, loop to loop, come up and around, and that was it. It was like a 45-second ride. But then they got smart and said, okay, we'll let you guys go twice, and then we'll kick you off the roller coaster. So they let you go through the whole thing twice, but it was real short. That was a fun one. But yeah, I'd have to put Montu and Space Mountain up there. Wasn't a fan of Thunder Mountain. I thought that was a kiddie ride. And as far as like Splash Mountain, I guess you don't really call that a roller coaster, more than just a water slide, even though it did have an awesome drop. That drop in Splash Mountain for the first time was incredible. And Rock and Roller Coaster actually wasn't that bad over at MGM. It was kind of like Space Mountain because you couldn't see. It was real dark, a lot of neon lights. So this is back when I was the slave of the mouse, and we were the guinea pigs for that ride, specifically when it came out. And they were fine-tuning their magnetic drive and erased all our driver's licenses, and all our credit cards got wiped because they forgot to adjust their magnetic drive. It cool because they just let, like, literally, like, you were on the roller coaster for like a half hour. Like, you didn't get off. You just kept going and going and going. And you just sat, like, you literally could just, like, take a nap. If you just, it's the first time I was on a roller coaster where they just let you you didn't have to get up and just keep going and going and going. And that whole magnetic drive thing was like new technology back then. So that whole, was pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, JJ, how was dinner?
It was all right.
Was that a Bloody Mary that you posted?
Matter of fact, I got some.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. Next up, positive Candor. Go ahead. What's your favorite roller coaster?
Well, believe it or not, it's not in America.
I'm gonna have to go full screen on this, and let me let's see here. There we go. Full screen, and let's get some color up in the house. Actually, I guess I could just do it this way.
Hold on, we can hear you.
What? I know you can hear me. You should be able to hear me.
Positive was.
Oh, I'm sorry, Positive. Were you talking? My fault, boss.
Yeah.
Let him finish, then we'll take a look at what you got.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Positive.
But yeah, one of my favorite, I guess, amusement park is not even in America. Had the, but it's a Paramount park. Have you ever been to a Paramount park?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like King's Dominion in Virginia.
King's Dominion, right? Yeah.
Is one of them.
Heads ride or something.
Yeah. So this one is in Spain. It's in Benidorm, Spain. The park is called Terramatica, and they have all kinds of different roller coasters there, from stand-up to cork floorless to, I mean, you name it. They have each little area basically has a different kind of roller coaster in a different section that it's at. So I mean, you get your money's worth and then some at that place. But yeah, it's in Benidorm, Spain. But and I think one of the favorite ones is called Inferno there or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one that's in American. All the other ones are in foreign language. But yeah, they have so many numerous ones where you kind of are standing up and it's kind of split in two, kind of a thing. If you ever ridden one of those, and it's a stand-up one where it's not your usual stand-up one where you're going forward. You actually go to the forward and it rotates you to the side and stuff like that. So it's very unique. Yeah, and I think it's the only place I've ever seen one like that. But I mean, I'm sure there's some in America too somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay. LDG, finish what you were wanting to show.
Enlarge me, because this is actually interesting. All right, so Rock and Roller Coaster debuted July 29th, 1999. This is dated, okay, this is dated June 12th, 1999. So this is what I was telling you, when we were guinea pigs for this ride, this was the day where Disney cast members only could come and ride this thing for hours on end. And they gave us a free picture, and hold your seats, guys. You're going to see old school LDG here. Okay.
What? Yeah, the light.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You have hair. Oh my gosh.
Which one's you?
Right. This is me right here screaming.
That is a fun ride, or was. I don't know. Is it still there?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they kind of cut us off in the heads, but yeah, that's me with glasses on, screaming my freaking lights. Because they take the picture right away. Like when you the first, and unlike other, like they take a picture at the end. Like this is they take a picture right when you freaking go. So that was me. know if that's worth anything because that's a pre-open photo right there.
That was awesome. All right, JJ, so glad you could join us.
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
No, you're good. Our talk today was about your favorite type of roller coaster. So, like wooden roller coaster, steel roller coaster, no inversions. What's your favorite type of roller coaster? And then tell us what your favorite roller coaster is.
Well, personally, I'm not a big fan of the wooden roller coasters because when I'm flying at the edge of my seats, I don't feel like I'm about to fall out of it.
Yeah.
I like to be strapped in. I think mainly is either the magnetics or the steels. But as far as favorite roller coaster, I have to second something that LDG said. I've rode Montu a lot, and I absolutely love that roller coaster. But also, I've got a couple others. I love the Incredible Hulk at Universal Studios.
Oh, yeah.
I also love, now see, the one you're talking about, LDG, is the Aerosmith ride. The Aerosmith rock and roller coaster.
Rock and roller coaster, yeah.
I don't know the exact name of it, but I thought it was a rock and roller coaster over at Universal. And the reason why I love this one might happen to be my favorite, is now you've only got a few seconds, because as you're starting to make your ascend before the drop, you sit down. Behind you, you got 2 speakers, and in front of you, you got a touchpad. You get to choose what kind of music you want to listen to while you're going through this roller coaster. And to me, that was like the best shit I ever went on in my life, because I've always wanted to get on a roller coaster with some earbuds on or something like that, but I'd be scared I'd lose my shit. But now that you got music pumping in your brain, and the way the track winds through building structures, it's more than just a standalone coaster track, because when you're walking up to go up the stairs into the ride, well, you got some rails going above you, going through the buildings, going through the entire landscape of where it was positioned at. And I thought that was daring, and the first time I rode it, kind of scary, but after about the umpteenth time, I'm like, man, I could ride this thing all day. I love it.
Wait, that Universal? Wait a second.
Yeah, there's one in Universal.
Rock and Roller Coaster was MGM. Universal, we had.
But at the one at, well, which is now known as Hollywood Studios. Well, yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Aerosmith was
that was Rock and Roller Coaster.
Right, but Universal has one also. I don't know the exact name of it, but I thought it was
there a million times. What? And you had your music you can change.
Yes. You had like rock, hip hop, pop, stuff like that, but only like a couple of songs per category. But you get to pick your own stuff.
Are you talking Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios?
Universal Studios. The Hulk
it's called the Rip. It's called the Rip Ride Rocket.
Okay, my bad.
That must be a new one then. Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, no. It was there.
I'll look and see when it was.
7 years ago.
That's new compared to me.
Yeah.
I'm old. God, I'm old. I mean, you're talking to somebody who had like 9-year passes at Universal Studios and Disney. So
its open date was 2009. It's 12 years old.
And every time I went to Universal, I've had passes and stuff like that. Stayed at the resorts. But yeah, between that particular roller coaster and Montu, they're kind of like a tie for the best for me.
Yeah, Montu is good, man.
Man, there's so many awesome roller coasters out there. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a time machine based one, but it was much like oh god, now I forgot. Space Mountain. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Now, also there was another one. It's no longer there over in the Harry Potter side, Islands of Adventure of Universal. It was called the Dueling Dragon.
Dragons. That's the one I was thinking of. Dueling
What
Dragons.
was it?
What do you mean it's not there anymore?
Yeah,
No,
we
it's
have that.
gone.
Oh my god!
I wonder if we're the ones that bought it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look that up because we have one here. Hold on, let's hear.
2 roller coasters that would make you.
Yeah, literally,
yeah,
it's a very tight turn roller coaster, and you had the red side and the green side, and they were intertwining one another, and it was awesome. But it will give you whiplash if you're not prepared.
If I remember correctly, Fire had one of the first inverted drops, where you felt inverted G forces, because the way the coaster went, it had this one hill that was like this, but you were going so fast that when you came like this, you literally felt the G forces in reverse. Your stomach would like just completely drop. I don't know how to explain it, but it was the weirdest feeling I ever felt on a roller coaster before.
Most roller coasters, you feel that brief second or two of weightlessness on most coasters.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like the best feeling in the world if you know how to catch it.
Yeah.
Know where to catch it. In other words, if you ride these same coasters over and over again, you know exactly where these things are. You know where the feeling is. You know what you're looking for. But I loved it, man. That and I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's in the bank. I think it's called Escaping the Gringotts, whatever. It's over in Diagon Alley.
Mm-hmm.
In Universal. It's kind of weird. It's roller coaster-esque, but it's something kind of like what Positive was talking about. It's like a 3D scenario environment, and the car turns so you can see stuff, but it's also roller coaster-esque. It's very interesting, but still, I don't think it can compete with either Montu or the Rip Roaring Rocket. But that's just my personal preference.
All right, we've got some videos here. I was going to show you guys. I don't know if I'll find it. This one here is going to be hard. I know I found one that was like a model. Here it is. Let me see if this is the one that I was thinking of. While I look here.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is a 3D render of it. But okay. First off is our Timberwolf here in Worlds of Fun. That this is actually this is professionally shot by the Worlds of Fun staff.
Is that a wooden?
Yep.
Yes. This is rated #1 for like 7 years straight.
You can keep that shit.
I love riding this ride. Every time I go there, though, every season I go, I ride it once, and I'm done because it kills me. We have another one there called the Prowler that's even crazier than this one, but this one was really well thought out. And behind there, that's the Mamba that just went by right there. And one time it was the world's fastest and tallest roller coaster.
Yeah. Didn't they used to have the Anaconda at Busch Gardens or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I wrote that one too. Anaconda.
This is also at one time the fastest wooden roller coaster. It goes 55 miles an hour.
Yeah, this thing's got a long start.
Oh yeah, well, this might be the new, they remodeled. You can tell where they've changed parts of it. They remodeled parts of it and added a different finish to it. I think that's what I read.
Is the finish like in a corkscrew?
But right here, this gets crazy. This gets crazy here in a minute when it starts cutting through. But like right here, the jumps. Oh, it doesn't do it as much. He used to throw you through 3 or 4 humps, and it doesn't anymore.
There's a certain wooden roller coaster that it ends with you kind of spinning in circles as you get towards the end of it? You know what I mean?
Possibly. All right, this one was the one I was talking about, how I've been on tons of roller coasters. This one right here there's a real interesting story. You guys can always ask me off stream sometime because I don't like to bring up the crazier side of my life. That they're not crazy, but just interesting.
You say it like you're ashamed of it.
I'm not ashamed of it. I keep things like that, though, very close to the vest, depending on the type of stream it is. I'll explain to you later.
You won't let everybody in the entire internet know. Should they happen to stumble by.
Well, depending on what it is, the people who watch it would be acceptable to what I was talking about. So anyways, this right here is in Okoboji, Iowa. They are featured. Well, the Okoboji is featured in X-Files and other things, but there's some cool things about this. This little amusement park is surrounded by this wooden roller coaster. It's all encompassed within this wooden roller coaster. So it's got the midway. But it's an old, it's like an old, boardwalk. It's like an old boardwalk, roller coaster. You know, you just find in sea towns and stuff like that. And it's old school. I mean, it's really old school.
And with me, if I ride a roller coaster, I gotta ride up front.
Yeah, I prefer to ride up front, but I'll ride in the middle and the side, all that, because it's fun.
I will not do it because, you know, people get sick, that stuff flies back on you.
Oh, it does. Luckily, that's never happened to me, but yeah, it can.
I love that noise.
Yep. But this thing wraps around this whole amusement park. That roller coaster is rough as hell. It's not even funny. But anytime I'm nearby, I gotta go to this place because it's so fun. It's just... But it's really, really quick, but I think it's fun. Now, the next one I'll show you is, we'll go to that 3D rendering. This is the Khaos at Opryland USA. It's no longer there, so this is just a 3D computer rendering.
Wow, Opryland had a roller coaster?
They had many roller coasters. Actually, this isn't it. This is just a 3D rendering. So
that looks virtual.
It
I was about to say.
It was an indoor, so you see it just went up in this big giant thing, but it had tons of lights and stuff. So granted, Space Mountain is much better, but there was a story that went with this as you were in line and tell you about the story and stuff. So by the time you got in there, you were really into it. But if you look above there, you can barely see it now, but you'll see it. It's got this clock ticking up on top. And you're just constantly being brought up and up and up.
You know, this reminds me of something I used to do at one of our local, like, say, putt-putt golf, Adventure Island,
well, yeah,
Adventure golf type places.
It kind of looks like that.
No, they had a virtual coaster in there.
Mm-hmm.
You design
so
the track, you get in this pod, and it lifted, rotated, twisted, everything.
So then it'd go through here, and it had all these different things, these different visuals and stuff for you. But it was all in this box. It was weird. I enjoyed the hell out of this ride every time I go see my aunt and uncle out there.
Hell, so far I like it, and I can't ride coasters no more because of my heart.
Yeah.
This don't look too out there. I would ride the hell out of that.
Yeah.
But that was it, and it had all these lights and stuff.
No, it's not a coaster, but I know with like the King Kong ride, you could feel the heat from a certain part of it and stuff like that.
All right, so you asked about a stand-up roller coaster. We had the EXT or the Extreme Roller. So it was the Scream Roller, it became the Extreme Roller, and then it became the EXT. This is just a model somebody built. So these are models this guy has built, and he put them in the local science museum and stuff here, so people can see rides that are no longer here. So this isn't the greatest representation of it, but it shows you that it had in Project 31, the 80 version, which was this, which is very similar. But the EXT, I think, is the one that you would stand up.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
But he's built an exact representation of how the queue line was and all of that. But if you see here in a minute, I mean, he built like the Orient Express and all of that, but you see the cars right there. It was a stand up, and you do these two loops, and it was just craziness. And it took literally no time at all to do it.
Reminds me of the corkscrew.
Mm-hmm. And then it drops, and then goes, and then boom, and does these two loops. And that's all it was. I mean, but it would, I think if I remember right, it was like a 40-second ride or something like that, 40 or 50-second ride. Last but not least.
And what, a 3-hour lineup?
Yeah.
Lots of times, yeah. Last but not least, there's this ride. This was called the Verroute. I don't know. Does anybody know the Verroute? Anybody heard of it?
Nope.
You should, because in the past 20 years, it's been listed as, if not the worst, one of the worst accidents on an amusement ride. Now, this is not the video from that, but this is just the ride itself.
Are you talking about the one at Maryland?
No, this is in Kansas. This is in Kansas City, Kansas.
Oh.
But this is at Schlitterbahn. Now, I want you to you notice the netting and all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is that girl that flipped over? Yeah, I remember that.
No.
Oh.
So the it was bad news for them and bad news for the company. I mean, I think the company survived, but that place is now just sitting there. I don't know what they're going to do with it. But a kid, 11-year-old, I think it was, kid rode on that, and he was with two women who were larger than he was, and they were sitting in the wrong position in the raft. When it came up that hill, those metal rings that are right there at the top of the hill, they were sitting in the back, and it pushed the raft, like if this were the hill, pushed the raft up, caught him right there on one of those rings.
Ooh.
And yeah, and they did, after about 2 months of saying he may have been partially or may not have been partially, they did confirm he had been partially
decapitated.
Yeah, but the problem with it is that his father was
a problem.
Oh, it gets worse for him. His father was a Kansas state representative. And
so
there
all in
was
all, I would
this.
say probably worst news for the poor kid who died, I assume.
Yeah, it was bad. And I mean, but they ended up having to tear it down. The park's never reopened. Wait, it reopened really quick for a minute, but it closed down and they had to tear it down. But that ride was the tallest and fastest water slide in the world. And one accident. All right, guys. On that great ending note, I know how to end it, don't I?
Super cheerful.
Chris.
Awesome sauce.
Yes.
I sent you a link of a roller coaster that we do here at minus 30 weather. That last video. It's on someone's channel.
All right, hold on. I will.
I bet you that's a cold ride.
I am sure it is.
I'd say minus
The polar bear
30.
slide.
How much clothing would you have to wear to go on that? That would be like bundled up.
Oh yes, I've seen.
Oh hell yeah! I want to go on that automatically.
I've heard about this one.
Yes.
What does it make it look like?
You got to be bundled up,
something?
don't you? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's supposed to be like bobsledding. They've got several of them. They got several of them across the world, but I want to do one of these.
Did they do that on the way out?
No, Saint Server.
Saint Server, right. Nice.
How fast does it go?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It don't look like it's going that fast.
Oh,
Not yet. Not yet.
Probably feels fast when you're doing it.
30 miles an hour.
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
I heard the wind.
Dude, I love this. So this is awesome.
It's he's wearing ski boots.
Yep.
How many people ride at once?
One or two, depending on.
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah!
We're talking about minus 30 weather, huh?
Do they only do it in the winter, or do they run it all year?
They have it all year.
Yeah. Because I don't want to do it when it's minus 30. Then you've got the wind chill on there, and
But you get bundled up, you'll be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. They wear their ski goggles, right? So that's
You have a mask on anyway, so your face is going to be warm.
Right.
For a Florida boy, I find that rather enticing.
Yeah, I love it.
Natural air conditioning.
Oh no, you can keep the cold. I just want the scenery.
No, I've seen these in places that, and I've always wanted to do it. Like they have one in a rainforest somewhere. It's not exactly like this, but it's similar. I see what's coming up.
Loop the loop? No, damn.
Oh, could you imagine a loop on this thing? Oh my god. That'd be freaky as hell.
It'd be fun as hell.
Maybe. So does it start all the way down at the bottom there?
No, it starts at the top.
Yeah, usually you go from the top of the hill from the bottom of the hill.
Yeah,
They have a lift. They have a ski
No,
lift
you can
that
tell
takes all the
she's
way up.
worried about the weather. She's sitting there in like a half sleeve shirt. It's like,
well,
it's not that cold.
It's probably not a minus 30 day right then.
well, no,
Yeah,
but
but
still, I think
but look
I gotta
at that,
save
you
that.
know,
I gotta save that.
That's
Well, Weather Kate recently put a video up of her.
Maybe minus 5 or something.
Yeah,
Well,
everybody-
Weather
everybody
Kate.
let me that.
All right, we've gone for an hour and a half, which is much long. Oh wait, okay.
Hour 24 minutes.
What's the second one you sent me there?
Oh, that's the same thing.
Oh, okay. I want you guys to go through. I got to run upstairs and check the dinner that's in the oven. I want you guys to go through. Start with you, Gaiskar. Tell them about yourself, where you can be found, all that good stuff, please. And go Gaiskar, Dandelion, Austinator, Elihu, LDG, Positive, then JJ. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. I'll be right back, guys.
I'm Gaiskar from the Basco Scenario. You can catch me on my channel. Right now, what you can catch is just clips of me gaming on COD, Cold War, where I'm putting up a lot of content. I'm working on my channel, getting my show ready. Sundays, you can find me here. And you can also find me at 9 at Biggaford Entertainment for the WandaVision's Roundtable that kicks off tonight. It's going to be fire. So I hope you guys can join us there. Tuesday at 9, you can find me at the Khaos list. As well, on Wednesdays, you can find me with the Rule of 3 at 7. And after that, you can find me on the OOC at 9. So remember, please, everybody in chat, subscribe to everybody here, subscribe to each other, spread the word, and that's how we do. It's all yours, Dandy.
Cool. I'm Dandelion Fluff. I mostly just hang out in chats. Occasionally I come on a variety of different shows, usually ones where I don't actually have to like know anything about pop culture because, well, anyway, I like it, but I'm not as into it, I guess. Well, no, I'm into it. I'm just not as like passionate about the pop culture. Anyway, I just, hang out. It's all good. Austinator?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to reach my new subscriber goal of 150. So if you guys want to go and subscribe over there, I do a bunch of fun stuff. I do 3 shows per week. I do a show called Shadow Eye where we're going to be reviewing The Office, and then later on we're going to be reviewing the Arrowverse stuff, which means more Batwoman and Supergirl for me. Whoopee! And then on Thursdays, I do a show called Splash Talk where we just read fan fiction, and it's a bunch of stupidness over there. And on Fridays, I do a show called Good Old Wrestling where we just talk good old wrestling. So go check that out. Also, you can find me here on Sundays for the weekly wrap-up, JJ's channel for randomness at its finest, Anzo's channel, Biggaford Entertainment, for when they do their game streams, LDG's backstage sometimes on Geeks Enjoy Nerderotica. See, I got it. It just rolls off the tongue.
It's not porn, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the tongue. I was about to say the tongue.
It's not porn, ladies and gentlemen. It's nerderotica.
Oh, damn. And also, you can find me on Ninjoy243's channel for Galactic Chat, and whenever I have to do the streams over there. And I have Twitter at the Austinator17. So if you ever want to hit me up and message me, go ahead and do so. And if you don't have Twitter, that's A-okay. I also have Discord at the Austinator. Thank you for having me on, Chris.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Make sure you slide up in them DMs now.
I didn't want to say
You're never gonna live it down, Austin. You're never. Elihu, go ahead.
I never live anything down, so.
It's better that
Go ahead, Elihu.
Okay, I'm Elihu Who. I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Like I was found nowhere in the past couple weeks. I had no internet. Hey, but now I'm back. Woohoo! Which means a brand new episode of What's Up with the Universe.
They finally came and fixed it?
Yep, needed a new router.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got solid connection. So there's a new episode this week of What's Up with the Universe. We're going to be talking about moons. Yes. Moons. Many moons.
That's no moon. That's a space station.
Dude, there was a I think it was I don't know if it was the Chase or something, but there was a quiz show of some sort, and they asked the question, what is the only, maybe not only, but I think it was something along the lines of what's the only planet in the Milky Way or in the in our solar system with one moon or something like that, and they didn't answer Earth.
Yeah, because Earth does not have one moon. We have 2 moons. 2016 HO3.
A giant asteroid.
It technically orbits the Earth, so it's technically a moon. So that's part of our discussion for Wednesday.
No.
It's an asteroid.
Oh my Lord! Shoot me! The Earth has 1 moon.
Okay, so
it's not a moon. It's a big ass piece of space junk.
So is Phobos, but Phobos is one of Mars's moons.
Okay, so finish up saying what you're going to say.
Oh, okay.
Are you done?
12 noon Wednesday, specifically at 12 noon. What's up with the universe?
Cool. All right, LDG, go ahead and talk about what you got to talk about.
Oh, I'd love to. I need to get that brain cell back with the second moon. 1 second.
Oh.
Dear God. Oh, Lord. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? LDG here. Can I hear that come through? Did that work?
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again.
Dude.
All right. I don't know if my noise canceller is.
That's working perfectly, man. That's perfect.
What's going on, guys? Help! Get me out of here. LDG Pixels here. Oh man. Tech issues, computer help, you guys. That's what I'm here helping, or channels with graphics, helping you with the algorithm. Own a Mac, anything tech related, guys. Hit me up on LDG Pixels and on the newly renamed Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica. That's right. It's not porn. It's Nerdrotica, where we host the waiting room. A place for you to be guaranteed only to be slightly better than watching paint dry, waiting for someone cooler to stream. We promote everybody and anything. We hang out, sit as close together as we want. Open topics, open panels, chit chat, do whatever. Watch parties, including Saturday, where we'll be doing the Married with Children watch party. We do 5 episodes, currently in season 5, about to get good. Can't wait for Jefferson to pop in the house. Thursday, where we do WandaVision watch party, and currently about to do Z Nation next week. That's right. Z Nation this week. We'll be watching that and I believe they're going to do that on a Wednesday or a Friday. Just sub to the channel. Keep your eyes, hit that bell, and thank you very much, guys. Free the net.
Hey, LDG, I have a question for you.
No, you don't. You gotta wait for a second. Let everybody finish, and then you can ask.
Okay.
Just remember what the question is.
I remember.
Watch out,
Positive.
guys. You got internet.
Positive. Go ahead.
What up? Yeah, that LGG screen kind of reminds me of Carol Ann and Poltergeist. But anyway, you can
TV people.
if you had the little static going on, it'd be perfect for Carol Ann.
That's what I do have. I do got this static going on.
Okay.
No.
But anyway, yeah, you can find me on Positive Candor. I'm on Twitter, Parler, Gab. Shoot, I'm joining everything because they keep shutting down everything. But anyway, at Positive Candor. But yeah. So somebody please Poltergeist LDG there.
Pickle juice, pickle juice, pickle juice.
Pickle juice. Oh my god.
Oh, we're getting there, aren't we?
That
we're
was
so
great.
getting there, aren't we?
All right. LDG would be funny if you could figure out a way to make it look like your hand was reaching through and grabbing for something in the bottom.
All right.
But, yeah.
Do that.
One more thing for you to try to do. I know I wouldn't, but I'm going to challenge you. Up next, JJ, go ahead.
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit everywhere. And, just watch all these fine people. Watch me. Like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff that goes with it, Should be back here in another half hour or so. Right in Anzo's roundtable at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock.
Oh shoot! Yeah, damn. I have to eat, so let's. All right. So.
Yeah.
All right, Elihu, ask your question really quick because I have to go.
What did you do with Rod?
What?
Where's Rod?
Who?
Rod.
Sterling. Mr. Sterling, what'd you do with Rod? What'd you do
This
with
is
Rod?
the scene from WandaVision, okay? You see the sword person down here moving, trying to
No. You're blocking him.
Your name.
I
Hold
might
on.
control the horizontal and the vertical, but I'm not.
Okay, the name was blocking it.
All right, guys. We're going to just call it a good night right there. I thank you very much for all being here. I got to run. I got to go get dinner ready before I go on to Onzo's stream. So, guys, take it easy. Everybody say goodbye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Hey
Later.
guys, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to both channels, and make sure to check out our friends in the Fandom Minutes. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and BitChute, and you can also send us an email at Sean@SeanStackHouseReacts.com and Chris Knight at TheRealReview3000.com. Be sure to swing by our Teespring store to pick up some awesome merchandise.